Honestly, I know it's cliche, but I do love working with the students. A lot of the students that I serve have really struggled behaviorally, and so watching them come to their least restrictive environment and thrive and change and flourish and grow has been the most rewarding part of my job.
I really enjoy working with families. That's the part that I wasn't prepared for through college or through schooling. They don't really prepare you for working with families as much as you do when you work with younger kiddos especially, but when you work with people and you work with students, the whole team needs to be involved, and families are part of that team too.
So for me, it's the ability to connect with my students, and it feels really good to see them reach their full potential and understand something that they might not have because I taught them in a way that made sense to them. It's a really special experience.
I have a lot of really good relationships with my parents. I've been very fortunate with a lot of my students that I have been able to work with them at least 3 to 4 years of high school or 4 out of 4 years of their high school experience, and I've been able to keep several of those kids on my caseload for multiple years. So I've been able to really grow strong bonds with their families, not only the student as they get older and hit towards 18, but with their parents and their siblings also, which has created a better sense of community within my classroom and in town, you know, when I see families and we have connections and things like that.
I have worked for the district for about 20 years, and I've seen a lot of things change in education, but one thing that I have not seen change, and that has been a constant, is the support that the district provides for their staff. There is intentional investment in our professional development. There's tons of opportunities for leadership with our Teacher Leadership Network and our PLCs, and throughout each school there's leadership opportunities, there's opportunities for growth, and there's support for growth.
Well, I would honestly say that staff members in Jessamine County, because I've worked here for a pretty good amount of time now, have become family to me. They've supported me through my ups and downs, even in my personal life, and they've shown up for me big time.
If you're wanting to jump in to be a special education teacher, I really couldn't recommend anything other than Jessamine County Schools. I know there's needs all over the state, probably all over the country in this field, but Jessamine County Schools is different because of how much they support the teachers. I think some places might be student-driven, some might be more teacher-driven. Jessamine County Schools is a good balance of both, but they really don't leave anybody out hanging in the air, just not knowing where to go, what to do, who to ask questions of. You will be loved on by not only your students, but you'll be loved on by the administrators. I mean, I've had the superintendent in my room, I've had my principal in my room, I've had the district lead for special ed in my room, I've had people from the college that I attend as I'm working on finished off my certification. Everybody's been through, and they've all been so supportive. Nobody's looking to get you or see what's going on, or trying to make your job harder. It's not about that. It's how can we actually make it easier for you to be able to reach kids in a way that makes a bigger difference. So that's what I've seen from talking to other people, maybe other districts. It's just the Jessamine County Schools wants to support you, and they want you to meet these kids where they are. Special education is obviously an area that you don't need to apply for if you don't love kids and have a passion for helping them. They get a lot out of you as much as you get out of them. So I would just say come here for the support. It's really been phenomenal.
Hello, I'm Matt Moore, Superintendent for Jessamine County Schools. I'm also a former special education teacher in Jessamine County. As I reflect back on my career, probably what brought me more gratification, what seemed to be most impactful in our community was my time as special education teacher, because there's so many special ways that you get to connect with students and really impact and make a difference in their lives. I encourage you, if you don't have the certification, definitely connect with our HR department and talk to them about what degree you may have or where you are in exploring a certification, and see what opportunities exist for you in particular. The one thing that we've come to realize is that there are now several avenues to get certified, and it just gives you an opportunity to identify where you are, and for us to figure out how to get you into the classroom as quickly as possible. I do think it is one of the most noble professions, and I think you'll also see that it's absolutely one of the most rewarding. So I do encourage you to reflect on the opportunities that you could have to make a difference in the lives of students in Jessamine County.